Welcome to the next part of Maths chapter Continuity and Differentiability. Our today's topic is parametric equations. What is a parametric equation? When x and y are expressed in terms of a third variable, then the equations are said to be parametric. So there is one equation whose range is x and domain is t. There is another equation whose range is y and domain is t. So basically we have got two functions with domain t, f of t and g of t. F of t is equal to x, g of t is equal to y. So these two functions or equations are known as parametric equations, and the parameter of these two equations is t. The parameter of these two equations is t. And when you have a question where you have to differentiate a parametric equation, so you use this simple relationship. So suppose you have got x in terms of t and y in terms of t, and you have to find dy by dx. You have to find dy by dx. Then you use this relationship that dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. So basically you differentiate the function y with respect to t and then the function x with respect to t and then divide them. So dy by dt divided by dx by dt will give you dy by dx. Yeah, given that dx by dt should not be equal to 0. Very simple, there is not much to this concept. The proof is given over here. So we'll directly move to the examples because we'll not have a look at the proof right now. Let's go to the example and see how can we solve these kind of equations. Okay, so we have, as you can see, x and y, two equations in terms of t, and you have to find dy by dx. So basically first I'm going to differentiate x with respect to t and find dx by dt. So dx by dt is equal to d by dt of a multiplied by 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square, right? What will this give me? Now see, a being constant will come out of the bracket, and then we'll have d by dt of 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Okay, so we can use quotient rule over here for finding the differentiation of this particular fraction. Let's use it. Let's write the next step over here. So a bracket denominator is 1 plus t square multiplied by d by dx of numerator, that is 1 minus t square, minus numerator. Let me write it in a bracket. Let me use a round bracket. Numerator, that is 1 minus t square multiplied by d by dx of denominator, that is 1 plus t square, the whole upon square of the denominator, so 1 plus t square, the whole square. 1 plus t square multiplied by, I will directly find the differentiation. So d by dx of 1 is 0 and d by dx of minus t square is minus 2t. So 0 minus 2t. 0 minus 2t is nothing but minus 2t. Minus round bracket. We have got 1 minus t square over here. And this will become 0 plus 2t. So that is just 2t. The whole upon 1 plus t square the whole square. Bracket closes over here. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll open the bracket and simplify. So here you will get minus 2t plus, sorry, minus 2t minus 2t cube. Here you will get 2t minus 2t cube, the whole upon 1 plus t square the whole square. Okay, when you open the bracket, you will get minus 2t cube plus 2t cube, which will get cancelled, and minus 2t will become minus 4t, and this a will get multiplied inside with that minus 4t, and it will become minus 4at. So finally we get minus 4at the whole upon 1 plus t square the whole square. So this is the final value. No need to expand this, okay, because anyhow we have to find dy by dx, and we know that dy by dx is dy by dx is dy by dt upon dx by dt. We first find dx by dt because we have to make sure that dx by dt is not 0. If it is 0, then we don't go ahead. If it is not 0, only then we go ahead and find dy by dt. Okay, so let's find dy by dt in a similar manner. Y is b multiplied by 2t upon 1 plus t square, which is b into d by dt of 2t by 1 plus t square. Okay, so denominator into d by dt of 2t, that is numerator, minus numerator into d by dt of denominator. The whole upon 1 plus t square, denominator the square. D by dt of 2t is nothing but 2. D by dt of 1 plus t square is 0 plus 2t. So you get 2t over here. Okay, so this will become 2 plus 2t square minus 4t square. Okay, 2 plus 2t square minus 4t square the whole upon 1 plus t square the whole square. So 1 minus 2t square, 1 minus 2t square upon 1 plus t square the whole square. Sorry, this will be 2 minus 2t square. Okay, so this 2 will come out common, so we get 2b bracket 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square the whole square. So this is basically dy by dt. Okay, now since we have got dy by dt and here we have got dx by dt, correct, we can find dy by dx. Therefore dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt, parametric functions, parametric equations. Okay, so we have got 2b, let me write it this way, 2b bracket 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square the whole square divided by minus 480 the whole upon 1 plus t square the whole square. Okay, so we get 2b bracket 1 minus t square the whole upon 1 plus t square the whole square multiplied by 1 plus t square the whole square upon minus 4at. This 2 will get cut and 2 will get cut with minus 4, you get minus 2 over here. So we get b bracket 1 minus t square the whole upon minus 2at. b upon 1, b bracket 1 minus t square upon minus 2at. This is dy by dx. Okay, pretty simple. Let's go to the next question. So it looks long, it looks lengthy, but yeah, the differentiation and all is quite simple. Let's see what kind of questions we get ahead and then we'll decide. So next question is, find dy by dx when x is equal to a bracket 1 plus cos theta and y is equal to a bracket theta plus sine theta, theta plus sine theta. Okay, so let's first find dx by d theta. So here the functions x and y are having the parameters theta. Theta is the parameter which we are looking for over here. Okay, so we have to first differentiate x and y with respect to theta. So we have to find first dx by d theta, that is d by d theta of x, that is d by d theta of x, that is a bracket 1 plus cos theta, a bracket 1 plus cos theta, that is a multiplied by d theta of 1 plus cos theta, which is a multiplied by, okay, d by d theta of 1 is 0 and d by d theta of cos theta is minus sine theta. So bracket 0 minus sine theta will be minus sine theta will be minus a sine theta minus a sine theta. Let's find dy by d theta. That is d by d theta of y. That is d by d theta of a of a bracket theta plus sine theta. So that is a multiplied by d theta of theta plus sine theta. That is a bracket d by d theta of theta is 1 and d by d theta of sine theta is cos theta. So a bracket 1 plus cos theta. So dy by dx becomes dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. That is a bracket 1 plus cos theta upon minus a sine theta. So this will get cut and you'll get minus 1 over here, and if you multiply minus 1 in the numerator you get don't multiply minus 1, that's also fine if you can leave it like that. So minus of 1 plus cos theta upon sine theta minus of 1 plus cos theta upon sine theta. Now if you want to leave this answer over here you can, but if you want to solve further you can do that by, see, there is one more way. Using some trigonometric formulae you can simplify it further, but there is no requirement. If you want, only if you want, okay. So this will become minus of 1 plus cos theta. There is one formula for 1 plus cos theta, 2 cos square theta by 2, half angle formula, upon, we have sine theta, which can be written as 2 sine theta by 2, sine 2 theta, double angle formula. So yeah, that's what I'm using. 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So this 2 gets cut over here, and this cos theta by 2 and cos square theta by 2 gets cut. So we get minus of cos theta by 2 upon sine theta by 2, that is minus cot theta by 2, minus cot theta by 2. If you want you can simplify, you can leave it over here, your marks will not cut, okay. Let's go ahead. Okay, you have to find dy by dx if x raised to 2 by 3, x raised to 2 by 3 plus y raised to 2 by 3 is equal to a raised to 2 by 3. You have to find dy by dx. Now how is this question uh, of parametric equation? So here we cannot solve this directly. If you go to solve this, it will become little lengthy and difficult. So there is one technique with which I'm going to show you how to solve this question. Uh, we can simplify this given equation and convert it into a parametric equation. So if you convert this into parametric equation, you can substitute x as a cos cube theta, and you can substitute y as a sine cube theta, a cos cube theta, a sine cube theta. So what happens over here is we get x raised to 2 by 3 as a cos cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3 Okay, and y as a sine cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3 is equal to a raised to 2 by 3. Okay, then you can simplify it further by writing it as, see, this power gets divided over both these terms. This power 2 by 3 gets to both these terms a and cos cube theta. Here also a and sine cube theta gets the power 2 by 3. So we get a raised to 2 by 3 multiplied by cos cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3. Cos cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3 plus a raised to 2 by 3 multiplied by sine cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3 is equal to a raised to 2 by 3. Now you will ask me, sir, how will understand that we have to substitute something? Uh, of course, you will not know without seeing this question or doing similar questions to like this. That's why I'm showing you this question. This is an NCRT question as well. But once you've seen it, you have to keep it in mind that we had used this kind of substitution somewhere. Okay, without doing these kind of questions, it is very difficult to judge what kind of substitution we have to use. So cos cube theta the whole raised to 2 by 3, and cos cube theta is cos theta the whole cube. So we get cos square theta over here plus a raised to 2 by 3 multiplied by sine square theta over here is equal to a raised to 2 by 3. A raised to 2 by 3 comes out common. We get cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to a raised to 2 by 3. A raised to 2 by 3 gets cut from both the sides, and we get hey, wait. Yes, so we get cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1, which is true. Which is true. So our substitution of x and y are absolutely correct. So now we have got two parametric equations of x and y in terms of theta, which we can differentiate and find dy by dx. Okay, so uh, let's first differentiate x with respect to theta. So dx by d theta is equal to d by d theta of x, which is d by d theta of a cos cube theta, which is a bracket d by d theta, a multiplied by d theta of cos theta the whole cube. Can I write it like this? Yes, definitely. So this can be solved by uh, chain rule, a multiplied by bracket. So first I'm going to treat it as theta, so d by d theta. So I'm going to treat this as theta. I'm not going to touch it. It's our stuff. We don't touch the stuff. So theta cube. So it becomes 3 theta square, or 3 cos square theta. 3 theta square or 3 cos square theta. Right? If we just treat it as theta. So 3 cos square theta multiplied by d by d theta of cos theta. D by d theta of cos theta is minus sine theta. So if you simplify this, you get uh, 3a cos square theta minus a sine theta. 3a cos square theta, 3a cos square theta minus, hey, wait. There is no minus sign. This itself is minus. There is a multiplication sign over here. See, there is a, it can be a mistake. Okay, so don't. don't get confused over here. Let me just correct it. So this will become uh, minus 3a cos square theta sin theta, minus 3a cos square theta sin theta. So that is the value of dx by d theta. Okay, next we have to find dy by d theta. Dy by d theta is d by d theta of y, and d by d theta of y is, what is our y? A sine cube theta. Okay, so a multiplied by d theta of sine theta the whole cube. So we'll consider it as theta, and this will become 3 sine square theta. Okay, a multiplied by 3 sine square theta multiplied by sine theta, d by d theta of sine theta, which is cos theta. Okay, so we get 3a sine square theta into cos theta. Okay, so we get dy by dx over here as dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Okay, dy by d theta is 3a sine square theta cos theta, the whole upon dx by d theta, dx by d theta as minus 3a cos square theta into sine theta. So sine theta and sine square theta, the square gets cut, and cos square theta square and cos theta gets cut. 3a gets cut, and we get minus of sine theta upon cos theta, that is minus tan theta. Hey, wait. Before we before we go ahead, actually we know the value of sine theta and cos theta, so we should not write it as tan theta. See, I'll tell you what. Because we resubstituted, right? So we know theta. What is theta? So we took x is equal to a cos cube theta, right? So our original answer should be in terms of x and y, not in terms of theta. Okay, so see, if x is equal to a cos cube theta, cos cube theta, let me write it in red, this is rough work. Cos cube theta will be equal to x by a, and cos theta will be cube root of x by a. Cos theta will be cube root of x by a, and similarly sine theta will be cube root of y by a. Cos theta is cube root of x by a, sine theta is cube root of y by a. Okay, so this will be minus of cube root of the whole cube root of, we have y by a upon x by a, y by a upon x by a, which is cube root of minus of cube root of y by x. So we represented our answer in not in terms of theta but in terms of x and y, because our original equation was in terms of x and y, which we converted into parametric equations. We found parametric equations, and then we differentiated and we found dy by dx. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. So these all questions are required to be done. I can just zoom past all this question and tell you that, yeah, this is overall what you need to do. But if you don't understand these kind of substitutions, and if I don't show you these questions, then it will be very easy for me to complete the syllabus in time. But it is becoming challenging for me because I'm going in detail. But I don't have any other option. I cannot just, if you tell me just finish the syllabus, I don't care. I cannot do that. Okay, so we have next question, dy by dx we have to find, and x is equal to e raised to theta bracket theta plus 1 by theta, and y is equal to e raised to minus theta bracket theta minus 1 by theta. So definitely we have our equations, parametric equations. In terms of theta, theta is our parameter. So first we'll find dx by d theta. That is d by d theta of x. E raised to theta bracket d by d theta of, just a moment, let me write properly, d by d theta of x, that is e raised to theta, the whole raised to theta plus 1 by theta, theta plus 1 by theta. Okay, so we can treat it as a product of two terms, right? So two terms are e raised to theta and theta plus 1 by theta. So the differentiation of product rule we have to apply is first term multiplied by differentiation of second term plus uh, second term multiplied by the differentiation of the first term. Okay, so let's do that. First term multiplied by differentiation d by d theta of second term, that is theta plus 1 by theta, plus second term, that is theta plus 1 by theta, into differentiation d by d theta of e raised to theta. And this will be simple, but still I'm just going to put a bracket over here so that we don't have any issue later. Okay, so e raised to theta we have over here, and d by d theta of theta is 1 plus d by d theta of d by d theta of 1 by theta. Okay, d by d theta of 1 by theta. Now see, 1 by theta is nothing but theta raised to minus 1. So it will become minus 1 multiplied by theta raised to minus 2. Okay, so I'm just going to write it in the bracket, minus 1. See, simply the differentiation. Okay, minus 1 multiplied by theta raised to minus 2. Minus 1 is minus 2. The power 1 by theta has the power of minus 1. You subtract minus 1 from it, so it becomes this. Okay, so this is the first thing. The bracket closes over here. Does it? No need actually. So we have the second term over here, that is theta plus 1 by theta into d by d theta of e raised to theta is e raised to theta. So we get e raised to theta bracket theta plus 1 by theta, and the bracket closes. Okay, let's simplify this. This will give us e raised to theta. So we are finding d by d theta of x, that is dx by d theta, and simplifying it so that then it will be easier for us. So this will be 1 minus 1 by theta square. See, theta raised to minus 2 is 1 by theta square, and this is minus 1, so minus 1 by theta square. So we have 1 minus 1 by theta square, 1 minus 1 by theta square. Okay, plus e raised to theta bracket theta plus 1 by theta. Okay. Okay, let's see how to simplify this. I think we can wait. So there is a problem over here that this term was together actually. Yes, I did not put a bracket over here. So these terms are together and these terms are together and both have e raised to theta common. Okay, so e raised to theta comes out common and we don't have any e raised to theta left inside. Yes, now we can open the bracket and simplify. So this will become e raised to theta bracket 1 minus 1 by theta square plus theta plus 1 by theta bracket close. Okay, and now if we take LCM, it will become e raised to theta bracket we have theta as theta square as the LCM. So we take theta minus 1 plus theta cube minus, sorry, plus theta the whole upon theta square. So we have e raised to theta bracket theta cube plus 2 theta minus 1 upon theta square. Okay, so we can leave it as it is over here. Wait, did we make any mistake? Because theta square will be multiplied over here, right? So this will be theta square. So we have 4 terms over here, not 3 terms. Okay, let me rewrite it. So yeah, no need to rewrite actually. These are the terms. So yeah, okay, let me erase this. Okay. So this is basically what the value of dx by d theta is. Dx by d theta is e theta bracket theta square minus 1 plus theta cube plus theta the whole upon theta square. Let's find dy by d theta, which is d by d theta of y, which is d by d theta of y is e raised to minus theta bracket theta minus 1 upon theta. Y is e raised to minus theta bracket theta minus 1 upon theta. Okay, so we have product rule over here, which is first term multiplied by d by dx of second term, that is theta minus 1 upon theta, plus second term, that is theta minus 1 upon theta, multiplied by the product of multiplied by the differentiation of first term, that is e raised to minus theta. Okay, let's simplify this. E raised to minus theta multiplied by, okay, d by d theta. Okay, let me keep it in bracket. D by d theta of theta is 1 minus uh, d by d theta of 1 by theta. So that is d by d theta of theta raised to minus 1, which is minus 1 times theta raised to minus 2, or minus 1 times 1 by minus 1 by theta square, minus 1 by theta square. So there is already a minus sign here, so it'll become plus 1 by theta square. That is the answer of this bracket, differentiation of that bracket. Okay. Next we have d by d theta of e raised to minus theta. Okay. Now d by d theta of e raised to minus theta will be, okay, so here we get theta minus 1 upon theta bracket d by d theta of e raised to minus theta. So we have to apply chain rule over here. Okay, so first we'll treat e raised to minus theta as e raised to theta. So d by d theta of e raised to theta is nothing but e raised to theta. So we'll write this whole thing as it is. Okay, so we'll write multiplied by e raised to minus theta multiplied by d by d theta of minus theta, and d by d theta of minus theta is nothing but minus 1. Okay, so this all the three things are in product with each other. Okay, so we get e raised to minus theta bracket 1 plus 1 upon theta square plus we get we get theta upon 1 plus theta, the whole raised to sorry, the whole multiplied by minus e raised to minus theta, sorry. Okay, so this e raised to minus theta will come out common, and inside the bracket I will be left with 1 plus 1 by theta square. This minus will get multiplied over here, so you get minus theta plus 1 by theta. Okay, now if you take LCM over here, the LCM is theta square, so this will become e raised to minus theta bracket we get theta square plus 1 minus theta cube plus theta the whole upon theta square. Okay, minus sign remained inside and that changed the sign over here, so everything is simplified over here. So we get e raised to minus theta's value, sorry, we get d we get d by d theta of y's value, that is dy by d theta's value. Now let's find our final answer, that is dy by dx. Dy by dx is dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Okay, so dy by d theta over here is e raised to minus theta the whole upon theta square plus 1 minus theta cube plus theta the whole upon, we have got theta square the whole upon dx by d theta is dx by d theta e raised to theta, and I think the numerator is same, theta square. Okay, we have got minus 1, so there is a sign change, I think. All right, we can simplify that, I think. We can try to. So e raised to theta, e raised to theta bracket theta square minus 1 plus theta cube plus theta cube plus theta the whole upon theta square. So See, if you're thinking that e raised to minus theta and e raised to theta will cut, they will not cut. This theta square will definitely cut. So this e raised to theta will go up and it will become e raised to minus theta. So e raised to minus theta multiplied by e raised to minus theta is e raised to minus 2 theta bracket theta square plus 1 minus theta cube plus theta the whole upon theta square minus 1 plus theta cube plus theta. Okay, so yeah, this should be the final answer of dy by dx. Yes, let's go ahead. This is a board question from 2018. Let's see, looks like interesting question. Let's see. Okay, x is equal to a bracket 2 theta minus sine 2 theta and y is equal to a bracket 1 minus cos 2 theta. You have to find dy by dx when theta is pi by 3. So basically you get dy by dx in terms of theta, and finally what you do is you put the value of theta as pi by 3. Till then pi by 3 has no use. You just treat your parametric equation as usual, find the value of dx by d theta, dy by d theta, and then find dy by dx, and then finally you get dy by dx in terms of theta, put the value of theta. Simple. Let's start. So x is equal to a 2 theta minus sine 2 theta, y is equal to a bracket 1 minus cos 2 theta. So dx by d theta will be see, if I find d by d theta of a 2 theta minus sine 2 theta, 2 theta minus sine 2 theta. Okay, d by d theta of 2 theta is 2. So let me just put a bracket over here. 2 minus d by d theta of sine theta is sine 2 theta. I always forget we have sine 2 theta. Okay, so by chain rule, we first write it as by chain rule we first write it as d by d theta of sine theta as cos theta. So cos 2 theta and d by d theta of 2 theta is 2. So cos theta into 2 is 2 cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta into 2 is 2 cos 2 theta. So 2 cos 2 theta. So this will become okay, this will, if you want to simplify, you can simplify. If you don't want, it's okay. So you can find dy by d theta. So dy by d theta is equal to d by d theta of y, that is d by d theta of y is a bracket 1 minus cos 2 theta bracket close is equal to d by d theta of, okay, let me just great. So we have a bracket d by d theta of 1 will be 0 minus d by d theta of cos 2 theta will be minus sine 2 theta minus sine 2 theta multiplied by d theta of 2 theta, which is 2. So this will become a bracket. So this minus minus will become plus. So we get 2 sine 2 theta. 2 sine 2 theta plus 2 sine 2 theta. Okay. So let's find dy by dx, that is dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. So dy by d theta is a bracket 2 sine 2 theta, and dx by d theta is a bracket 2 minus 2 cos theta. 2 minus 2 cos 2 theta. A bracket 2 minus 2 cos 2 theta. So let's take out 2 also outside. So a bracket 1 minus cos 2 theta. If here also we take out 2 common, it will become 2a bracket sine 2 theta, and here we get 2a bracket 1 minus cos 2 theta, and 2a gets cut, so we get sine 2 theta upon 1 minus cos 2 theta, which is 2 sine theta cos theta, and 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sine square theta, so this will get cut. So we get cos theta upon sine theta, which is cot theta. So this is the final value of dy by dx, and I told you that once you get final value, you put theta is pi by 3. Pi by 3. So cot pi by 3 is 1 by root 3. That's your answer. Okay, so this is question number 5, solved successfully. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so we have 2014 question. 2014 paper was a little tricky paper, and it had all the tricky questions. So good, we are coming across a question from 2014. Find the value of dy by dx at theta is equal to pi by 4. Again the same thing, we have to first, we have the parametric equation. Let's find dy by dx by d theta first. So dx by d theta is equal to d by d theta of x, that is a e raised to theta bracket sine theta minus cos theta, sine theta minus cos theta. Okay, let's do it. So we have a bracket d by d theta of e raised to theta bracket sine theta minus cos theta. So a bracket, not e bracket, a multiplied by we apply product rule. Product rule gives us first term into differentiation of second term. So e raised to theta bracket differentiation of sine theta minus cos theta. So differentiation of sine theta is cos theta, and differentiation of cos theta is minus sine theta, which will become plus sine theta over here. Plus sine theta minus cos theta into differentiation of e raised to theta, which is nothing but e raised to theta. So you can take out e raised to theta outside. So a e raised to theta, and you will be left with cos theta plus sine theta minus cos theta. So cos theta gets cancelled, and we get 2 sine theta. A into e raised to theta into 2 sine theta. You can take 2 outside. So 2a into e raised to theta into sine theta. So this is dx by d theta. Let's find dy by d theta. a e raised to theta, the value of y is a e raised to theta sine theta plus cos theta. Sine theta plus cos theta. Same way is a bracket d by d theta of e raised to theta bracket sine theta plus cos theta. So a multiplied by e raised to theta multiplied by the differentiation of sine theta plus cos theta, that is cos theta minus sine theta. Cos theta minus sine theta plus sine theta plus cos theta into e raised to theta. So a e raised to theta bracket sine theta will get, so we get 2 cos theta over here. So we get 2a e raised to theta cos theta, okay, as dy by d theta. So we get dy by dx as dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Okay, so dy by d theta is 2a e raised to theta bracket cos theta. I'm sorry, there is no bracket here. Upon 2a e raised to theta sine theta. So we get cot theta here, and we had to find the cot value of cot theta at theta is equal to pi by 4, which is nothing but 1. So the final answer is 1. Next question. Okay. So this is the last question of this part. Let's do it. So x is equal to a sine 2 theta. X is equal to a sine 2 theta. 2t, I'm sorry, bracket 1 plus cos 2t. Okay, so we have a parametric equation of x with respect to t, and y is equal to b cos 2t. Bracket 1 minus cos 2t, bracket 1 minus cos 2t. Okay, we have to find dy by dx is at t is equal to pi by 4 and t is equal to pi by 3. So that comes later. First find dy by dx. So first we'll start with dx by d theta, dt, sorry, not theta, dx by dt, which is d by dt of x, which is d by dt of a sine 2t bracket 1 plus cos 2t, a sine 2t bracket 1 plus cos 2t. Okay, so let's take out a common first. Not common means a outside. So d by dt of sine 2t bracket 1 plus cos 2t. Okay, so we have product of two terms. We have product of two terms, sine 2t and 1 plus cos 2t. So if we want to differentiate this, let's put a bracket over here. First term, that is sine 2t multiplied by d by dt of 1 plus cos 2t plus 1 plus cos 2t multiplied by differentiation of, that is d by dt of sine 2t. Okay, so sine 2t multiplied by d by dt of 1 is 0 plus d by dt of cos 2t. See, d by dt of cos 2t will be minus sine 2t multiplied by d by dt of 2t will be 2, right? So minus sine 2t multiplied by 2, that is minus 2 sine 2t. So we have minus 2 sine 2t minus 2 sine 2t. A is outside, so we are not bothered about that much right now. Okay, so that is in multiplication with sine 2t. Okay, so we will get minus 2 sine square 2t. Let's see what we get over here. So here we have 1 plus cos 2t multiplied by d by dt of sine 2t is cos 2t multiplied by 2 cos 2t multiplied by d by dt of 2t, which is 2. So we have got 2 cos 2t. Okay, so we have got minus 2 sine square 2t minus 2 sine square 2t plus, here we will get 2 cos 2t 2 cos 2t plus 2 cos square 2t 2 cos square 2t. Okay, so this will become a bracket. Let me convert the sine square 2t in terms of cos. So minus 2 bracket 1 minus cos square 2t. Sine square theta is 1 minus cos square theta plus 2 cos 2t plus 2 cos square 2t. Okay, so we have a bracket minus 2 plus 2 cos square 2t plus 2 cos 2t plus 2 cos square 2t, which is a bracket 4 cos square 2t plus 2 cos 2t minus 2. What you can do is you can take out 2 outside, you can take out 2 common, so it will become 2a bracket 2 cos square 2t plus cos 2t minus 1. 2 cos square 2t plus cos 2t minus 1. Okay, great. So this is the value of dx by dt. Now let's find dy by dt. dy by dt is d by dt of y, which is d by dt of your y is b cos 2t bracket 1 minus cos 2t. Okay, so let's start the process. So we get b outside, and we get d by dt of cos 2t multiplied by 1 minus cos 2t. So that is cos 2t multiplied by d by dt of 1 minus cos 2t plus 1 minus cos 2t multiplied by d by dt of cos 2t minus d by dt of cos 2t. Now d by dt of cos 2t is sine 2t multiplied by 2. So 0 minus sine 2t multiplied by 2, or 0 minus uh, d by minus sine 2t basically. So minus sine 2t multiplied by 2, or 2 sine 2t. So we get 2 sine 2t over here. Okay, plus here 1 minus cos 2t multiplied by d by dt of cos 2t is minus 2 sine 2t. Correct? D by dt of cos 2t is minus sine 2t, and d by dt of 2t, because we are applying chain rule, it is 2. So minus sine 2t into 2 is minus 2 sine 2t. So here we get 2 sine 2t cos 2t. Here we get plus 2 sine 2t, because this minus 2 sine 2t gets multiplied with minus cos 2t, so we get plus 2 sine 2t cos 2t. Okay, and we get minus 2 sine 2t. So we get b bracket 4 sine 2t cos 2t minus 2 sine 2t. If you want, you can take out 2 common. So 2b will be 2 sine 2t cos 2t minus sine 2t. Okay, you can simplify this as 2b bracket. So 2 sine theta cos theta, we already know the identity. 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. So we have here 2 sine 2t cos 2t. It will be sine 4t, right? So we have sine 4t minus sine 2t is a sine. Okay, we have minus 2 sine 2t over here. mm, yeah, the sine seems okay. Okay, so let's find dy by dx now. So dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt, which is equal to dy by dt is 2b bracket sine 4t minus sine 2t. 2b bracket sine 4t minus sine 2t, the whole upon dx by dt which is, let me check, dx by dt is, yeah, over here, 2a bracket 2 cos square 2t, 2a bracket 2 cos square 2t plus cos 2t minus 1. Okay, so we get 2 gets cancelled over here. Okay, and we get b sine 4t minus sine 2t the whole upon a multiplied by 2 cos square 2t plus cos 2t minus 1. Now see, we found dy by dx, but in the question they have asked us to find the value of dy by dx at t is equal to pi by 4. So what we are going to do is we are going to put the value of t as pi by 4. So dy by dx at t is equal to pi by 4. That's how you write it. So b bracket sine 4 multiplied by value of t is pi by 4 minus sine 2 multiplied by the value of t, that is pi by 4, the whole upon a bracket 2 cos square 2 multiplied by the value of t, that is pi by 4, plus cos 2 multiplied by pi by 4 minus 1. Okay, so we get b bracket sine pi minus sine pi by 2, the whole upon a bracket 2 cos square pi by 2 plus cos pi by 2 minus 1. Sin pi is 0, minus sin pi by 2 is 1, and cos square pi by 2 is 0. So we get 0 plus cos pi by 2 is 0, and this also is minus 1. So we get minus b by minus a, which is b by a. So the value of dy by dx at t is equal to pi by 4 is b by a. Similarly, you can find the value of dy by dx at pi by 3 at t is equal to pi by 3. That is very easy. Okay, so you can pause the video, and I hope you are solving with the video, because otherwise it will be little difficult for you to solve on your own when you are solving the exercise. Okay, so we are done with this part, and I will send you the exercise of this parametric equation which you can solve on your own. See you in the next video. Bye bye.